than 8 tennis shoes. No time for pictures, no time for interviews. We're gonna get the money. Snowstorm is sunny. Try me.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Walz Rantz, game time, chilling. So I'm gonna start with something that made me smile this morning. I woke up to a news report that Ashton Kutcher's little commercial got taken off the air because it was racist. He came on as some Bollywood guy. It's for potato chips or something. Came on as some Bollywood guy, a bunch of different characters. But I'm still... Okay, he's not talented. His only talent is getting paid for not being talented, which is a huge talent. Like, to get money for being a scrub. Like, he's not a good actor. He's not funny. And he's making money. So I'm glad I see something like that. I'm very pleased, okay? That's out of the way. Okay, I was in Oakville today. Okay, and what's with, like, is there arrogant old ladies? Does that seem weird to see, like, an arrogant, like, I was driving in, like, it was, I guess, a plaza or whatever, and I was driving my car, and this woman, old lady, she was driving, she was, like, pushing her cart on, like, some weird angle, first of all, which is just, like, that's not the way to go about you're walking towards your car, but she's going some slow angle and going real slow, like she owns the place. But she looked, and I was like, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm sure she just, whatever, she's old, she's just all over the map. But she looked back at me with this look, a look I've never seen in an old person, a look I see on like urban youth. And I was just like, yo, what? Like I run these streets. I'm like, yo, Edith, you run these streets, and I'm just like, I was like, yo, and I was like, don't think I'm not gonna clip the back of your leg, young lady, old lady. I'm just like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like, arrogant old people? That's an Oakville thing. It must be an Oakville thing, because I don't see that normally. So I drove off, whatever, and I was driving, and this blows my mind. I got a real problem with people, like, texting and driving. It's ridiculous. And didn't people not watch Oprah? Oprah says, they did studies that your response time is on texting and driving is the same as being drunk. It's the same as being drunk. So it's like, well, maybe not drunk, but like driving under the influence. So I'm like, we all have friends that we would definitely condemn if they were driving drunk. Why are we saying the same thing to our friends who are texting and driving? And this woman was texting and driving. I look and see her, I'm like, oh, I'm irritated because she's like this. And I look, she's got a baby in the back seat. I'm like, is this really, like, what conversation on that text is that important that your baby is just chilling there with no defense? She's just cruising, head down. I'm just like, I couldn't, and it happens all the time. Like, I've driven a lot more lately than I ever have, and I'm looking around, I'm just like, what's wrong with people? Like, it's just like, okay, I eat in the car, because I eat, and my eyes are straight up, because I don't trust anybody. And it's like, if you're the one head down, even if you said, oh, I perfected this, it's arrogant. Like I have like friends, family, and people do it. I'm just like, I look at them with that face. I'm like, why are you doing this? And it's one thing to think you can handle. Oh, I got this. I got, like, popping your collar, texting, I got this. But it's not you. Like, I look down for a second. You look up, all these people doing whatever frantic ass stuff. It's like, what are you? Ridiculous. Like stop texting and driving. Seriously, stop texting and driving. It's not that important, really. Okay, this is I had a phone bill, I guess a couple weeks ago. It went a huge phone bill. I wondered why. So I called them, and my data went through the roof. Okay, my data. And I called them, I'm like, yo, what's up, Koodo? And I'm with Koodo. I'm like, what's up, Koodo? Like, it's a person. And I'm like, yo, why's my data so high? And whatever, and I dealt with it for a second. So then I thought about it for a second. I was like using my data and stuff, and I'm just like, I wonder if there's a thing on the phone where your Wi-Fi just doesn't receive it, because if you're not using Wi-Fi, you're using your data. So I called the girl. I'm like, yo, is there and just like I said, is there a way that I'm not getting Wi-Fi even when it says Wi-Fi on my little button? She's like, she said this to me, and it just shocked me. She's like, yo, let me say, I hope I can get it verbatim. She said, if the signal's not strong in your Wi-Fi, your provider takes over. So when you're on Wi-Fi, you could actually be getting charged with it. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that doesn't defeat the whole, like, idea of Wi-Fi, that you're on it with the expectation that you're not paying for, and they're just charging you for data? I'm like, isn't that the definition of criminal? I'm like, she couldn't see my face with this perplexed look, but that's ridiculous. Like, you can't, and I'm sure it's not every phone company, I don't know why, like, I I couldn't believe it. Like, you're stealing from me. You can't say I'm on Wi-Fi. I gotta, how many bars do I have to be on? It doesn't make any sense. The whole idea of Wi-Fi is you're taking the Wi-Fi signals. Why am I it doesn't make any sense. So I was just like, I don't even know. Like, I'm like, ooh, I'm on Wi-Fi. Am I on Wi-Fi? Am I not on Wi-Fi? What's the deal with it? I don't know. Like, when stuff like that happens, you can't even get mad. It's like a head scratcher. So the last thing I gotta mention today, I was chatting with a buddy earlier today, and he was talking about like he's eating healthy and all these kinds of things. And I'm always very, very open to listen to, people's theories on what to eat and what that. And the guy was telling me one of the first things he cuts out when he cut out already and he doesn't do anymore is he cut out milk. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, I know some 2% has calories and whatever, but it's got calcium, protein, blah, blah. He's like, first of all, it's deceiving because they say calcium, milk's for calcium, but like broccoli is more calcium, whatever. And then he's explaining it to me, and I can't, like I said, I don't remember all this stuff, but he's a scientist guy, so he knows what he's talking about. It's just like the way they pasteurize the milk, it's sterilized everything, and use antibiotics. The antibiotics we get, just going on and on about like this technical stuff, but point being, it's not as, and he's just telling me, like we're the only animals that still drink milk and blah blah, things that made a lot of sense to me. And again, I'm not trying to inform you guys. I'm just showing how confused it was. And then I'm like, we're all just getting tricked. Until you research stuff, we're getting tricked. Like, milk does a body good. Who doesn't know that slogan? I drink before, like not really as much recently. I drink milk with everything. People say, I just drink milk whatever. I drink milk to quench my thirst. With my pasta, with my breakfast, with everything. Like, I love it. And then you're telling me it doesn't do a body good? It's like someone telling you Santa Claus is not alive and the Easter Bunny. Before you know it, but when you're shocked, maybe that's not a good analogy, but you know what I mean? Like, and then it's just like, well, okay, then that's just the game? It's just all about greed, and they'll tell us exactly what we got. I'm sure there's some benefiting factors in there, but people aren't just making stuff up to screw with me. I think I heard this from someone read interesting books that I'm sure know more about stuff than I do. I'm just like, yo, it's tough for me to hear this stuff because I'm a grown man now, and I'm hearing stuff that I was misinformed. Like, I was straight up misinformed. I was misinformed about Wi-Fi connections, misinformed about milk doesn't do my body good. It's making me immune to antibiotics. What the hell is going on? Like, milk, it's not that delicious. Like, I like it, but if it's screwing my body up, it's out later. Like, it's gone. I don't know anymore. I'm very, very confused. You sense my tone. You see my tone? It's not just, I can't just yell. I'm confused. This doesn't make any sense. Anyway, that's Walz Rantz. Very, very confused today. Stay G, everybody. Hold it down. Peace.